everyone. I cannot believe it. It's the last Ask Alyssa for this school year. So we're ending with a bang, not a whimper. Today's question is about what do I do if I don't have an internship? It's May and I've done everything that I was supposed to do or, whatever, and nothing has come through for me. What do I do? Well, the good news is that there are so many things that you can do over this summer to develop your experience without an internship. Yes, internships are important, but they're just one thing of a bunch of things that you can do to develop your skills, develop your resume, develop your network. So you're probably like, okay, tell me what they are. So I'm going to tell you. The first thing is volunteering. I cannot tell you how life-changing volunteering can be. Personally, my two long-term professional jobs in higher education came from volunteering. In fact, when I was in law school, my associate position came from a volunteer experience that I had. I didn't have an internship when I was in law school, and someone said you should volunteer, and so I volunteered at a courthouse. And volunteering is great because you can develop your experience. You're getting the same experience as an intern would get. But the nice thing, there are upsides to it, is that you don't have to volunteer 40 hours a week, right? Because you're not getting paid. So volunteer a couple hours a day. It's a great way to kind of get yourself out there, develop those experiences. The second great thing about volunteering is that by volunteering and putting yourself out there, you have the opportunity to network. So for me, I was volunteering in the mornings, and then I was working a retail job in the afternoon to make money. And that's the other thing is that because you're not volunteering for 40 hours a week, you have time to make your money doing something else. So I would volunteer in the morning, work retail in the afternoon, and while I was volunteering and I wasn't doing anything sexy, I was just like processing papers and answering questions at the clerk's office. I was meeting other lawyers, and they would come in, we'd small talk, say hello, and about 2 weeks into my volunteer experience, if you will, one of the lawyers came to me and said, "What are you doing? Like when you're not here, what are you doing for work?" And I said, "Well, I'm working at the Limited." And they said, "Well, I can pay you for 30 hours a week if you want to clerk for me." And it was one of the greatest moments of my life because I needed a paying job. I ended up getting not only a paid internship about a third of the way through the summer, but I also kept the volunteer experience, if you will. And by the end of the summer, I had not one but two amazing experiences on my resume because think about it. Does your resume say whether or not you're paid? It does not. So volunteer experience is just as important and relevant as paid work. So nobody even knows. So I had two amazing internships or experiences as a result. So I can't say enough things about volunteering and the great things that come along with it. The other thing that you can do and should do is join some professional associations in the industry that you're interested in the geographic location you're going to be in. Again, great way to build your resume. These professional associations love having student members. It costs very little money, if anything, to join. And you can, again, take advantage of membership lists. You can volunteer. So again, meaning you can volunteer. You can go to programs. They have job postings. And it's a great way to spend your time, again, on your own time, work. You can do something else to make the money, but this is a great way to build your resume, build your network, build your experience, because the more people you know, obviously the better your chances are to get an internship, if not then, in the future. So joining professional associations are really important too. And then the last thing is that on Career Edge, so here's a good tool for you. On Career Edge, on the top nav, it says Jobs. There's a Jobs tab. And if you click on that, it says Micro Internships. That is a site that provides our students with micro internship opportunities. So instead of a 3-month internship, you can do projects, short-term projects. They could be a day, they could be a week. They're all paid. And they can be done virtually. So you can work for a company in California from your apartment in Boston. Again, great way to develop experience. You can do a lot of different things, and again, it builds your resume. You're making money, and our students have really loved it, especially when they have maybe a month or two. Maybe you're traveling this summer and can't do an internship because you don't have the time. You can come home and do micro internships for a month before school starts. Again, great experience on your resume. So do not fear, do not fret. It is okay if you don't have an internship. There are other things to do, and you should be doing one, if not all of them, to help yourself get to that next level, to look for that paid internship in the fall, perhaps, or in the summer. So anyway, so I'm leaving you with all of that, all those great tips and tricks and tools. So as I wrap up my last Ask Alyssa, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you found everything that I've talked about helpful, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the fall. Have a wonderful summer. Good luck to our graduating seniors, and good luck to our students taking their finals. And I know you guys are going to go out there and do amazing things in the summer. So anyway, so until the fall, take care, and I'll see you again soon.